Shalom and welcome to another in our series of podcasts from Temple Beth Am, a dynamic center for conservative Judaism in Los Angeles. This is Meditation and Mindfulness with Rabbi Adam Kligfeld.
Good morning, everyone. Boker Tov to those who are here with us live in Pilch Hall and Temple Beth Am. Hello to anyone who is watching on Zoom and to anyone who might be joining us live on Facebook Live. And hello, whatever time of day it is, if you are listening to this on the Temple Beth Am podcast. I was not able to do this last week. I was at a Shiva Minyan. Here we're back. Opportunity to claim 15 minutes or so for ourselves and to be alive in a different way than we usually are during other parts of our day. Right? Doesn't mean that we're dead in other parts of the day, but there's something about trying to concentrate and focus on what living means, what breathing means, what souling means, what humaning means. And a few minutes can do a lot. The piece of Torah that I want to use as a frame for our meditation today, it's actually one that's going to be familiar to at least one of the people in the room because I've shared it in his presence this week, is a Hasidic take on the opening lines of Parshat Ha'azinu. Rabbi Menachem Mendel of Kutz, the Kutzker Rebbe, looks at the opening three lines of Ha'azinu, Hazinu Hashemayim Va'adabera, and asks the question, why, when it seems that Moshe should be addressing the Israelites, it seems like he's addressing the heavens. Listen up, heavens, and I'm going to speak. And the Kutzker Rebbe's wonderful answer is that we can use Shemayim, heavens, as we do also in the English idiom, not just meaning a place up there, but a frame of reference, a heavenly way of doing something, an exalted, you might say in Yiddish, from speak, a gewaltic way of doing something, right? There's eating and there's gewaltic eating. There's speaking and there's gewaltic speaking. And think of anyone to whom you should probably be listening to more carefully in your life. Could be a child, could be a spouse, could be someone else. What does it mean, the difference between listening and really listening, right? So the Kutzker Rebbe says, Hazinu Hashemayim Adabera, he's telling the Israelites, Moshe, I want you to listen in a heavenly way and let these words penetrate. So the frame of this meditation is going to be, what does it mean to listen in a heavenly way? What does it mean to breathe in a heavenly way? What does it mean to spend a portion of our days in a shamaymi kind of mode, where we're lifted up above what our normal way of being is? With that in mind, if you haven't already, I invite you to close your eyes. You're sitting on the floor, you can place your hands on the tops of your knees. If you're sitting on a chair, you may want to place your feet flat on the floor in front of you to have as much of a solid connection with the earth as you can. Hands can be palm up, which is an expression of openness to whatever's coming, or palms down, which I learned from one of my teachers, is a subtle but gentle embrace of self. And we don't embrace ourselves enough. There are narcissists who embrace themselves too much. Most of us do not embrace ourselves enough. Let the stillness come over you. It's not perfect stillness. That's elusive. But it's still still and tender and soft. Like the most wonderful blanket has been spread over not only your body, but your very spirit. And you find that you're experiencing a full wellness, touching every part of your being. For these moments, there's nothing else but you. You and your breathing, you and your body, you and your mind's emptiness or fullness depending on how you toggle back and forth in your meditation. There's nothing to see. There's nothing to do. There's nothing to want. And we hold this position, trying to achieve poised rest. An alert, focused, wakeful, enlivened rest. Azinu Hashamayim. Listen up. Attune your ozen, your ear, Hashamayim, in a heavenly way. Listening at a volume of 100 instead of 2. Listening with curiosity and generosity. Listening in such a way that the one speaking feels so grateful that you are the one listening. Ha'azinu Hashamayim. Listen and pay attention in an exalted way, without also being on your phone or watching the game or doing the dishes or filing paperwork. Looking and listening and really holding that moment. Who in your life might wish they could say to you, please, Ha'azinu Hashamayim, listen to me for this moment in a heavenly way? Who is aching for that? Who wishes your ears were more perked, more present for their words? Conjure one such person and make a decision with the authority that is present when one is in a mindful state, that at least at your next opportunity with this person, you're going to listen Hashamayim in a heavenly way. And who is it that you want to listen to you that way? Would you feel cut off or truncated in their presence, wondering if they're really listening? What does it feel like to be listened to, not Hashamayim, not in a heavenly way? And what would it feel like to ask such a person to give you that gift? If you have such a person, resolve in this moment to find the right way the soft way, the gentle way, the non-accusatory way of asking them, coaxing them. Azinu Hashemayim. Please listen to me fully. To listen, Hashemayim, fully. To love in a heavenly way. To breathe in a heavenly way. To be in a heavenly way. To human in a heavenly way. To mother, to father, to friend, to child in a heavenly way. Maybe it's the highest thing that's being asked of us at all times. Azinu Hashemayim. Azinu Hashemayim. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. Come back to the surface. Hopefully having traveled to a place that is interesting, nourishing, may be productive, and even if not, hopefully you're feeling a little more well than you were 15 minutes before. I'll put the closing meditation prayer up on the screen. Sorry to those in Pelch who don't have it. I promised to try to remember to bring it in person next time. We'll say this 3 times. May we and all beings have happiness and the causes of happiness. May we all be free of suffering and the causes of suffering. May we all experience true happiness that has no taint of suffering. May we live in great equanimity, free from burdening attachment to loved ones and contempt for others, but rather with compassion for all. May we and all beings have happiness and the causes of happiness. May we all be free of suffering and the causes of suffering. May we all experience true happiness that has no taint of suffering. And may we live in great equanimity, free from burdening attachment to loved ones and contempt for others, but rather with compassion for all. May we and all beings have happiness and the causes of happiness. May we all be free of suffering and the causes of suffering. May we all experience true happiness that has no taint of suffering. May we live in great equanimity, free from burdening attachment to loved ones and contempt for others, but rather with compassion for all. And I say to all of you, Shalom and Shabbat Shalom and Namaste. And Gemar Chatima Tova. And nice being with you.
You have been listening to another in our series of podcasts from Temple Beth Am, a dynamic center for conservative Judaism in Los Angeles. If you enjoy these podcasts, we invite you to write a review on the Apple Podcast site or wherever you get your podcasts. For more information about Temple Beth Am Los Angeles, go to tbala.org.